Hello there everyone, welcome to the YouTube channel, Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures, and welcome to this virtual video for what we are going to be uploading to you here on YouTube. Now, as you probably know, we was meant to be going to the place which is on the video in the flesh this year, but however, due to unforeseen circumstances, we had to call it off. But however, I just hope you enjoy the journey, and you're probably going to guess where we're going to be going. Of course, as you probably know, most of the video is going to include some old narration, but then we will do the new narration when we leave part of the places where we're going to come and go through. So at the moment we're just going through Lye, and so we're just going through Lye past the BP petrol station and coming down towards the end of the new farm estate for where the 142 and 1428 come out as they head towards Stillbridge and then on to Halesowen. So this is the Grange line, the A4036. It's just gone off the Hadcroft Grange. So this is the A4036. So here we are at the island. So you'll probably be guessed where we're going. Well, you'll probably find out where it will be throughout the video. Now, if you remembered in last year's video, there was captions, but this year there will not be any captions. So be aware of that. So we're now joining up onto the 318 route, which is the Stillbridge to Bromsgrove. And that route goes through Hagley, Belbroughton, and also goes through part of Clent, and also goes through Catsill as well. And then comes into the centre of Bromsgrove before continuing on to the train station at Aston Fields for passengers who want to provide connections on train services to Birmingham New Street and of course to Worcester and Hereford. So here we go. We are now at Hagley on the A491, the Kidderminster Road. And the next place we're going to come to is a roundabout, and we are going to follow the signs to the motorway. Yes, because we've got to go on a motorway called the M5. And the M5 is going to take us to where we need to be. So this is going to take us onto the M5 motorway. And this is a throwback video to last year's trip. So we're just going past Clent Nurseries now. Just gone over the road which includes Violet Lane. Anyway, we're now at the end of Bell Broughton, so we are now going to follow the directions towards the So the A491 continues along until we come to the motorway, because the motorway is not far, and it's called the Lydiate Ash Interchange. And so we will be arriving soon at the Lydiate Ash Interchange, and we will jump onto the M5. Now the M5 is only going to be a short distance motorway. It's only going to be a short distance motorway for this journey, as the M5 will then continue onwards while we'll join on to the M42. And that's going to take us towards part of Birmingham, and there we'll meet up with the M40, and that's going to take us down into Oxfordshire. So here we are at the Lydiate Ash Interchange. So then, guys, we're now approaching Lydiate Ash Interchange of the M5 motorway, and this is going to take us on to the M5. So we're starting at junction number 4, and junction 4 is at Lydiate Ash, which is a hamlet in North Worcestershire, and it consists of a few houses and the road gritting and works depot for the Worcestershire County Council, and the gritting depot for National Highways. And it is in the district of Bromsgrove to the southwest of Birmingham, and it's best known for the Lydiate Ash roundabout, from where the A38 and the A491 main roads connect to the M5 motorway at the latter's junction 4. And this is also where the 20 service crosses, which is the Bromsgrove to the QE Hospital, operated by National Express West Midlands. It used to be known as the 144A, connecting Bromsgrove and Longbridge at a 70-minute frequency on Mondays to Saturdays. But by the 20 was extended to Bromsgrove, it now runs 7 days a week. Previously, before the 144A was introduced by National Express West Midlands, it was known as the First Bus Historic 144 route, connecting Birmingham and Worcester. But however, those days came to an end in 2022, from when the 144 route was shortened to Catshill only, and First's 144A, which was the Catshill to Worcester, was merged into the 144. And National Express Yardley Wood provided a link, or provided a 144A service going to Longbridge Station, lasting until last year in 2023, from when it was switched to the 20 route operated by West Bromwich Garage, using double-deckers and also Scania saloons, and even an Enviro 200. So anyway, we're now on our way towards where we'll meet up with the M42 motorway. So we're coming to junction 4A for the North East, the NEC and Birmingham Airport. And this is where we'll meet up with the M42. And the M42 is a motorway running northeast from Birmingham in Worcestershire to just southwest of Ashby de la Zouch in Leicestershire, passing Redditch and Solihull, and also the airport and Tamworth, and also the NEC. So here we go, we're coming towards the M42, and the first section opened in 1976, linking the airport with the M6 motorway. So we're now on our way. So here we go. So this is the M42 motorway. So the M5 continues now towards Droitwich, Worcester, Cheltenham, Gloucester, Bristol, and heading down towards Exeter in Devon. So here we go on the motorway. So coming up, there will be no access on slip only for junction 1, and that's for the A38 towards Bromsgrove. So there's no access on slip only. So here we go, we're on our way towards junction number 1. So junction 1 is coming up, and that is for Bromsgrove and the A38. And the A38, so the A38 is what we had seen earlier up at the Lydiate Ash interchange. So the Lydiate Ash interchange is just where we started our journey from. So that was junction 1, and so our journey now goes through parts of Worcestershire as we head all the way towards where we'll meet up with the M40 motorway, which is at junction 3A. So there are 3 intermediate junctions. Well, 2 to 3 intermediate junctions. So I just clearing my throat. So anyway, here we go. We're now en route towards the next junction, which is junction number 2, and this one is for the services called Hopwood Park services, and it's also for Birmingham South and the A441. Now, Hopwood Park Services is a motorway service station in Bromsgrove, Worcestershire, situated off junction 2 of the M42, and it's on the A441 road towards Redditch, south of Birmingham. The services opened in August 1999, and the services include a Shell petrol station, a Waitrose and Partners store, a Starbucks coffee, a WH Smith's, and a KFC. And electric vehicle charging is provided by GridServe. And also the service area is operated by Welcome Break. The planning permission for the site was granted by the District Council in October 1998, and work started 2 months later in December 1998. Costing £40 million, when it was opened, it became the first service area in the country to include its own wildlife reserve. The services is on 2 levels. Accessing to the mezzanine level is provided by stairs and escalators. And the services is very impressive, and I've been to that services multiple times. So here we go. We're now on our way towards Hopwood Park. So Hopwood Park services is coming up. And so the facilities in the Hopwood Park, so it was built as a welcome break, and when Waitrose opened the store, it replaced the petroleum menswear store, and Hopwood was one of the few services to have an individual outlet operating within it. The filling station also used to have a Waitrose store within it, the only forecourt Waitrose store on the motorway network. But this was later replaced by a standard select deli-to-go combination. A Starbucks drive-through was added to the car park in August 2016 after being scheduled to open in late 2015. The site was also one of the first 3 motorway service areas to gain Tesla superchargers. So anyway, here we are. We are now arriving at that is Welcome Break. So that's Hopwood Park services. Now I haven't been there for quite a while, and there was also a scale model of the building inside the services when the services was built. So the next upcoming junction on this motorway is junction number 3 for Birmingham South, Redditch
Evesham and the A435. And it is also for the Transport Museum at Withel. And I've been to Withel loads of times. We didn't go last year or this year, but hopefully next year we should be back at Withel. So there are some exciting videos to come on Joe's Bus Train Plan Lift Adventures real soon. And I'm going to be delivering you most of the exciting videos in the upcoming days and weeks. And by the time we get onto the M40 motorway, I will reveal you where we'll be heading for. So once we jump onto the M40 motorway, which is at junction 3A, it's junction 17, so that's going to call at Henley at junction 16, Warwick at junction 15, and then it's going to go to Warwick Services, which is also operated by a welcome break. And the northbound services at Warwick was featured in an episode of Top Gear. And then after Warwick Services, it will head on to Gaydon for the British Motor Museum, and it will enter Oxfordshire and Warwickshire. Then it will go through Banbury, and then it will come to Cherwell Valley Services. And Cherwell Valley Services, sadly, in 2010 caught fire. So I'm going to explain more on Cherwell Valley when we get close to that, because we're heading in that direction to where we'll be going. And once we get off after Cherwell Valley, that will take us to the A34. And that is going to actually take us to somewhere very special. And you'll probably guess where it's going to be once we're on that road, because it's going to be very exciting. So anyway, that coming up now is junction number 3, and that is for the Transport Museum at Withel, along with Maypole, Birmingham, and also Redditch and Evesham. So here we go. We're now on our way towards towards our destination. So our destination we're still going to go on more motorways to get to our destination, and then we're going to get onto an A road, and then we have to go onto another motorway, and I'll explain more on those motorways when we get closer and closer. So this is going to be a very, very exciting trip to where we'll be heading for. I know you're all going to like it, guys, here on this YouTube channel, Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures. And so here we go. So we're now on our way. So we're now heading towards the M40 starting point. So we're coming to the start point of the M40. And of course we are going to go a little bit random, because we will be including one of the lifts at the British Motor Museum, which is over in Gaydon, and also the escalators, which I filmed back in 2022 during the Withel Bus Fest. So that's going to be included in this video, because we are going to go a little bit random. And also we're going to include the lifts in Stratford, and of course in Leamington as well. So here we go. We're on our way. So here we are. We're now coming towards the start point of the M40, which will take us down towards Oxford Way, and then after Oxford we'll then continue on our journey. And also as well we're also going to include a bit of Coventry as well throughout most of the video before returning to the M40 to then head down south towards our destination. So there's going to be a few random videos of lifts throughout the video. So here we go. We're on our way now down towards so now heading down towards the M40 now. So So this is going to be a bit of a random video, a bit of mixture of things that have been filmed in previous years, but we've decided to add it on to make the video more random, to attract more views. And so we are going to continue with the excitement here on Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures. And so here we go. We are now approaching the M40 motorway. So we're just about to approach the M40. So this is where we'll meet up with the M40 right now. So the M40 is now coming up. And then we'll have, so we're going to include Coventry. So we're going to include Coventry and also Leamington Spa, Rugby as well. We won't include Rugby because Rugby is on the different part, but we're going to definitely include Coventry and of course Leamington and Stratford before returning to the motorway to continue on our journey down towards south. Okay, just entering the M40. Despite the rain, just spoiling a bit of the view, but here we are. We now entered the M40 southbound, and the M40 goes from the Birmingham area all the way down to the capital, which is of course London. So the M42 has now split. That now turns off to go towards Solihull, Birmingham Airport, Tamworth, and heading up towards the northeast. So I hope you enjoy the journey. So it's 104 miles to London, 12 miles to Warwick, 15 miles to Leamington, 16 miles to Stratford, and half an hour to Banbury. So we're now entering Warwickshire, Shakespeare's County. Service area in 16 miles and 39 miles. Junction 16, A3 400 for Henley and Arden. There's the northbound M40 on the right hand side. Junction 16 for Henley and Arden and the A3 400. So here's Junction 16 now here. Okay, here we go. We're now on our way. So we've just gone past Henley and Arden, so that's junction 16 of the M40, and so we're travelling down the M40. So the lanes so we got so there's 4 lanes in the M40, I believe, I'm not sure, but we're going down the M40 motorway, and this goes all the way down towards London. And so just passing us is a Whittle coach. It's part of the Johnson's family. Johnson, Whittle, Bus and Coach. Whittles did used to do service work in the Kidderminster area, but that's now been passed. But that was all taken over by Diamond Kidderminster, and of course Johnson's used to do service work, but that's also been passed on to Diamond.
in the Shakespeare County of Warwickshire, and so this is the Shakespeare County, also home to William Shakespeare from Stratford-upon-Avon. And Stratford-upon-Avon is one of the best places. You get good connections with loads of different parts of the Midlands, with the likes of Coventry on the X20 and the X80. Well, you used to have it on the X20, it's only from Solihull now. And originally the X20 used to go to Birmingham, and there was even the X50 to Birmingham, but there's no. So Coventry is provided on the X18, X20 from Solihull, and the X19 from Redditch. So anyway, we're now in the Warwickshire County. Over there on the other side is Meriden, and of course that's close towards Coventry. And Coventry is also on the main line service from Birmingham New Street down towards London Euston. So here we go. I'm going through the rain. As you probably know, the rain is spitting. So we came off the M5 and we're now on the M42, on the M40, down towards London. Not towards London, as far as Oxford, but we've added a virtual part between Warwick and parts of the Thames Valley area, which is of course the Cherwell Valley area. So it's between Warwick, Gaydon, and the Thames Valley, also going through Banbury as well. So here we go. We're now coming down the M40. So there will be another sign coming up in a minute for the next junction. And so we're now going up. So we've just gone through the Warwickshire area now. So we've gone through, we're in Warwickshire now, so we've left the Midlands, Worcestershire, Staffordshire and the Black Country, that's all left behind. So we're now heading down towards, so we're heading southbound. So we're heading south. Anyway, so we're heading southbound now, all the way down the M40. The M40 going all the way down towards London. Do apologise for the rain, but it's not going to be part of the whole video because the rain's going to stop. So, and as you can probably tell where we're going today, we're off to Poole in Dorset. So, as you know, Poole's one of my favourite holiday destinations. We've been there loads of times. We've been over to loads of different places, surrounding areas around the Poole area, with the likes of Bournemouth. We've been to Christchurch, which is like where they have Monday markets. We're going there this Monday coming up, and of course tomorrow we're going to one of my favourite smaller towns, which is of course Swanage. And Swanage is one of my favourite places. The only place where we're not going to this time is of course Weymouth, which is on the which is closer to the West Saxons, Wessex, because I know Weymouth is a bit far out, like towards Dorchester, Thomas Hardy, but we're on our way to Poole today. It's going to be like a 3-night in Poole, so it's going to be amazing. We're going to have some fun. We're going to go around all the different places within the Poole area, and it's going to be smashing. It's going to be a very smashing time down in Poole today, and I am absolutely looking forward to it because it's one place I was dreaming of for ages. So we're going this year. It's going to be exciting. However, with the rain, but however, it's going to be a sunny day tomorrow in the Dorset area, so it's going to be exciting. So we're going to so first things first, we're on the M40 just between the Birmingham area and and then we have to get off this motorway for the A34 trunk road, which is from like Bicester area, which is home to the iconic Bicester Village, and then we'll go through Oxford, which is the university city, and I'll talk more on that. So anyway, starting there for Warwick Parkway on the Chiltern line. So I'm going to go through Oxford, and we will be going past where the old power station used to be, which is now demolished at Didcot. We'll go through Drayton as well, and after Drayton we'll then head all the way down towards, so we're coming to junction 14 now, so junction 14 is now approaching. So and once after we'll go along the A34 towards the M4 interchange, and then we'll head through Tot Hill and also Sutton Scotney. So anyway, junction 15 coming up now for Stratford, Coventry and Warwick. Sorry, I said 14, I mentioned 15. It's junction 15. My apologies for that. And also Warwick Castle and Shakespeare Stratford. Two tourist destinations which are close by to us now. Now, as you probably know, I've been to Warwick Castle. It's part of the Merlin entertainments with the likes of Vault Towers, Fort, and also Chessington, and also Sea Life and Madame Two Swords. So here we are. This is the junction for Warwick right now.
Okay then, this is the lift at DW Sports in Coventry, and we're going to the first floor, and this is a cone lift, capacity 630 kilograms, 8 persons. And there's me, hello. Now, I believe this lift is now vanished since DW Sports is no longer in Coventry, and this used to be a JJB.
Yeah, it was.
Okay then, this is the lift at New Look at the lower precinct in Coventry City Centre, and this is a Cone 8 Eco Disc, capacity 13 persons, 1,000 kilograms, year modernised 2010. This used to be an Evans lift when the store was Littlewoods, and got modernised to Cone 8 Eco Disc when it changed to New Look. And here we are at the ground floor. Cone 8 Eco Disc lift at New Look in Coventry. Here it is. Go to the first floor. 13 persons, 1,000 kilograms, modernised 2010. This shop was Littlewoods, and this used to be an Evans lift. Here we are at 1. Let's go back to G. This was where Littlewoods was. Yeah, when this was Littlewoods it was an Evans, and then when New Look took over in 2010 I modernised it to Eco Disc. And here we are back at G. And that's it.
Lift at Wilko in Coventry.
This is the lift at Wilko in Coventry City Centre, and we're going to go down to ground floor now. As you know, this lift no longer exists, and this is a Foster and Cross, capacity 13 persons and 1,000 kilograms.
Here we are, G. And it's a slow lift. And that's it.
Lift going up. Doors closing.
Okay, this is the lift at Coventry Railway Station, platforms 2 and 3. And this is a standard capacity to 500 kilograms, 33 persons.
Bridge link level.
Here we are, bridge link level. Let's go back to platforms 2 and 3.
Doors opening.
Go down. Up for the doors to shut.
Doors closing.
That voice sounds brand new. Hello. Going down. Whew, stammer.
Platforms 2 and 3.
We are platform, back at platforms 2 and 3.
Doors opening.
And that's it.
Doors closing.
This is the lift at Primark in Coventry. This store used to be Owens and Alders, and it used to be a Conan series,
Second floor.
and was modernised to concept when the store changed to Primark. Here we got second floor.
Doors opening.
Go down to ground.
Doors closing.
Look in here to see. Hang on. No, I won't be able to film the escalators in here because I don't want to get busted. Anyway, here we go, first floor. Don't want to get busted.
Doors opening.
First floor. Hello, going down.
I am, please. Going down.
G.
Doors closing.
Doing the lift. Floor in
Ground floor.
Floor button don't work. Got ground. Ground floor. I'm going to do hands next. And that's it. Old Otis lift, Debenhams in Coventry. 21 persons, 1600 kilograms. Note this here means restaurant or cafe on the second floor. We got 2. Go down to 1. There's a phone there. Phone's locked. Here we are on the first floor. And that's it. Conan Monospace modernised by Zeta Lift by Generic Cone at TJ Hughes in Coventry. 21 person, 1600 kilograms. Of course, there's a final clearance 20% off. That's just started this week. Here we are, 2. Go back to G. Hello, going down.
Yeah, I'm going down.
What floor?
Oh, 1.
1.
Oh, right.
Is this the first floor?
Yeah, this was for.
Go back to J. Security camera. And finally at G. And that's it. Okay, these are the entrance lifts at IKEA in Coventry. These are shinless. Shinless. Gonna go to 46. Here it is. Quite big. Here they are. Capacity 4,000 kilograms, 53 persons. Gonna go on 7 floors. Gonna go on to 6. Six floors. Yeah, floor 3. What else? That's the exit. Gone to 6. 6. We're on the top floor. Floor 6. And that's it. This is the lift. Anyway, this is the lift to level 5 at IKEA in Coventry. This is another Schindler MRL lift. There are lights on level 5 or something. So level 5. So level 6 showroom, IKEA restaurant and cafe. Level 5 is a market hall. Here it is. Thank you. Go down to 5 Market Hall. Capacity to 500 kilograms, 33 persons. Let's go on. We're on floor 5. We're going to go back up to 6. Go, thank you, have a nice day. Go back up to 6. It's easy to get lost in this store, and of course the reason why we're filming these lifts, because soon in the summer this place is going to be closing down, so we're going to lose these lifts. We are going to miss these lifts. We're on 6. We're also going to film the Throwback and that's it. This is the lift to the self-service hall, level 3, at the IKEA in Coventry. Here it is. This is another Schindler MRL. All lifts here are Schindler MRLs, and we're just by the travelators, which we're going to film in a minute. Here it is. Oh, it's got the Piccadilly line, boys. Go down to the self-service furniture area. Capacity 5,000 kilograms. 66 persons, year built 2007. I think all the others were built that time. Yeah, here we go, going down, Schindler badge. This had the same one as the principal badge. You got third floor, just off the furniture area. Go back up to 5. Go back to 5. Go back up. Just going back up here at IKEA in Coventry. The lifts on the exit are the same as the other lifts. You're at 5, back at 5. 5th floor. You're at 5th floor. And that's it. Okay, these are the travelators at IKEA in Coventry. These are Schindlers. These are now IKEA in Wednesday, however. But however, they just go directly downwards. These ones are like, it's a small mezzanine. Ah, going down. Schindlers. There's the sky down. Okay. Schindlers. There's the trolley lift. Lovely view of that's the warehouse. That's the trolley lift.
use. There's actually another set, really nice, quality shingles. There's a storeroom, this is the storage bit downstairs, and there's the checkouts. There's the checkouts. Going down there. Shingles. This one's a bit shorter compared to the last two. And there's the Iceland and the Argus. The Iceland's got that old button sign on. And here we are on the self-storage area of IKEA. These are the exit lifts at IKEA in Coventry. These are Schindlers. These are also Schindlers. Here it is. Now, next time we finish off, go down to ground and go into 2, and these are installed in 2007. Capacity 4,000 kilograms, 50 feet per person. These are the exit lifts. These lifts do not go up coming back to 3 because these are for the car parks. Floor 2. Go down to 0. Go down to 0. So, good quality Schindlers. Here we got floor 0 and exit.
Here is a tour of the lifts at M&S in Coventry. Now to the first lift. This used to be a first lift, but it has now been modernised by Stanner. Also, the first lift used to have a window, but it doesn't anymore. Of course, this is the food lift, and it's very small.
First floor. Doors opening. Doors closing. Lift going down. Ground floor. Doors opening.
And now to the other lift. This one is made by Cone. And this also goes to a basement mezzanine floor. And this lift has the Cone EcoDisc voice. And of course this lift is made by Cone, but is a generic lift. This lift still has the remaining windows.
Doors open. Going down. Upper ground floor. Doors open. Going down. Thank you.
Going down.
Lower ground floor. Doors open. Upper ground floor. Doors open.
And that is the end of the video. Thank you. So then, this is the lift at the House of Fraser
store, well, the former House of Fraser store in Leamington Spa Town Centre. Now, this lift here used to be an Otis Elvonic. Then it had a Bodge Job mod and added a Drew Scrove voice and also adding Dewhurst fixtures. And then the lift got modernised again to a Jackson lift, which now says, please mind the doors, doors closing, going down. So we are only going from ground floor to lower ground. Now, the reason why I'm talking over the mic, this is due to the fact that I've been copyrighted and I don't want to get a copyright strike. So I'm talking over the mic, so I have to talk this mic, so I had to adjust the volume. Now, we were originally scheduled to go from the lower ground floor to the second floor, but instead we're going to stop at the ground floor. I can't add the escalators onto this because due to the fact that the escalator video is too long. So here we are back on the ground floor.
These are the escalators at House of Fraser in Leamington Spa. These are Otis escalators. Single file. This is the first floor. There's another set of escalators right here. But these are not older compared to these ones. Oh, that's the down escalator. Let's go back to the other escalator in the shop. Well, that's it. Ooh. Stanner, formerly a Keithley lift at M&S in Leamington Spa.
Doors closing.
Got a 1. 14 persons, 1100 kilograms.
Lift going up.
This is the same style to the one that was at the M&S Women's at Merry Hill. Modernised 2017.
First floor.
Yeah,
Doors opening.
We got first floor. This is the first floor. Got a G.
Doors closing. Lift going down. Ground floor.
We got ground.
Doors opening.
And that's it. Okay then, this is the lift at M&S in Stratford-upon-Avon Town Centre. Let's go in. Let's go to 1. Capacity 14 persons, 1100 kilograms, modernised 2006. As you know, this is not an eco disc. It's been modernised to look like an eco disc because I think this was an old cone before. Here we are, 1. CCTV up there. The voice is silent. Going down. Got ground. And that's it. It's a good one. Alright, this is the lift at Waterstones in Stratford-upon-Avon Town Centre, and this is a Morris Vermiport. Capacity 630 kilograms, 8 persons. Here we are on 1. Go back down to the ground. This is 1. Takes a while for the doors to open. 0. Very nice old Morris Vermiport. There's a rear door in this lift, but that's for staff only. Here we got ground. And that's it. Alright, this is the lift at the public library in Stratford-upon-Avon Town Centre. And this is a Stanner lift. Capacity 1,000 kilograms, 13 persons. Slow, this lift. There's no floor indicator in this lift. Here we got 1. Good. We're going to send it down to ground. There's a rear door, but I think that's the staff only. I'm going down. It's a little bit of a similar version to the JD Sports lift in Solihull at the Touchwood Shopping Centre. And here out ground, and that's it. Go up to 6. Okay then, this is the lift at Rover Street, a multi-storey car park in Stratford-upon-Avon Town Centre. And this is a concept. Capacity, 8 persons, 600 kilograms. And this is the even lift. 6th floor, let's go back down to ground floor level. Dewhurst, please, mind the doors. This might have been a Marriott Scott or a Platt Schindler before it got modernised by Concept.
Ground floor.
We got ground floor. Here we are back at ground floor level. And that's it. Let's go in. Let's go to 7. Go to 7. This is the other lift at the Rover Street multi-storey car park in Stratford-upon-Avon Town Centre. This is the same details, capacity 8 persons, 600 kilograms. This one's the odd floors. And this is another concept lift. Here we are at 7. Go back down to ground. Ground. This one doesn't have a voice compared to the other one, which is behind this one. This is the odd lift. And hang on, M&S. M&S is nowhere near this Rother Street. It's in the main Bridge Street area. Comment below, viewers, if you know about the lift. So, M&S, here we are at ground. And that's it.
Doors closing. First floor. Doors opening. Going down. Doors closing. Ground floor. Doors opening.
At Debenhams in Stratford-upon-Avon, go to 2. It's an old Otis lift, capacity 8 persons, 630 kilograms. There's a kid coming there, and then there's another one. Quite old. The old motor. Here we are at 2, and we'll be going. There's a second floor cafe. Go back down to the ground. It's quite an old lift. I think this was built in the 1990s. Or probably the 1970s, but it's a really nice lift. Very nice old one. Here we are back at G. Alright, these are the lifts at the Bridgeway multi-storey car park in Stratford-upon-Avon town centre, and this one's a Kone monospace, and that one down there used to be an Evans just like this one, but that one is out of action, so I think that's going to be modernised. Here it is. Let's go in. Go up to 6. Capacity, 13 persons, 1,000 kilograms. This was an old Evans and then got modernised by Kone monospace. Sixth floor, got a 4 and 2. This is the even lift.
Going down. Doors closing. Fourth floor. Doors opening. Going down. Doors closing.
There's a fan fixture there.
Second floor.
You got second floor,
Doors opening.
and that's it. So here we go. We've just gone through Warwick, and of course there's a sign there for Cirencester as well. So as you know, once we've gone through Sutton Scotney, we'll come down to Winchester, and then after Winchester we'll go towards Park where Southampton is, and then we'll turn off onto the M27 through Rownhams, and then after Rownhams we'll then head through the New Forest, and then it will integrate with the A31 down Powner Hill into the town of Ringwood, and then we'll go on to the A338, which will take us through Bournemouth, past to the close by of Bournemouth Airport, and opposite that's the Aviation Museum, which is also adjacent to one of my favourite childhood classics, which I've been many times way before this vlog ever existed. Ever since this channel, ever since before this channel really existed, it was a place called Adventure Wonderland, based on the Lewis Carroll's novel of Alice in Wonderland, Adventure Wonderland. And there's also a Wonderland in Telford as well, which is within the town park, and that was another childhood classic as well. So I've had loads of fun going to all these little amusement parks over the years, like for example being over to like Treasure Island in Stourport, Playland in Stourport, and also been to the likes of Drayton Manor, been to Drayton Manor, the West Midlands Safari Park as well. We've also been to loads of different places. So we've been to West Midlands Safari Park, we've been to the Grand Pier in Weston. So we've been to loads of different amusement parks, even smaller sites like the Alexandra Gardens in Weymouth and that little amusement area at Swanage as well. And so there was loads of fun little parks I've been to. I've also been to the major ones like Alton Towers, and also Blackpool Pleasure Beach as well. I've been to Blackpool Pleasure Beach to ride all the great rides like Big One, Revolution, Valhalla, Infusion, been on Infusion, Big Dipper, Grand National, Nick Streak, been on all the good rides, even Ice Blast as well, the flying machines, been on all the different rides at Blackpool over the years. And of course I did look at Southport Pleasureland, from where the Infusion used to come from when it was known as Traumatizer. So I have been on loads of different rides at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and of course been to loads of different places, loads of different parks like Universal in Florida, been to Universal Studios, Universal's Islands Adventure, SeaWorld, Busch Gardens. I've also been further down the M40 to a place called Legoland. So anyway, 91 miles to London, 17 miles to Banbury. And Oxford has now come up. And so we've been to loads of different places over the years as well in terms of amusements. Been to Legoland, also been to Gulliver's Land at Milton Keynes as well. That was also way before this channel ever existed as well. Talking about all these little amusements, etc., all these different parks, and to be honest, I'm really super excited to get a tour of everything around the area. And so it's going to be fun. We're going to have some fun when we get down to Dorset. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And shout out to Black Country Traveller. Hope you're going to enjoy all the amazing videos that are coming up in the next few days. I'm sure you're going to love them. And so yeah, it's going to be amazing. I am really excited to be doing this. This is one amazing trip that we're going to do. So there will be more exciting videos coming up real soon. Anyway, 1.5 miles to Warwick service station, so Warwick services, and then we'll go virtual, and then we'll start again just once we've gone past Cherwell Valley services, which is the next services after this one. And so it's going to be very exciting. So speaking of all these amusements, also been to Legoland in Florida as well. Also been to Disney, Hollywood Studios, Animal Kingdom, the Magic Kingdom, the Epcot, the whole Disney lot. Even the 2 water parks, Blizzard Beach, and Typhoon Lagoon. There was one place I never went to, which was the River Country, which has sadly closed. So here we are at Warwick services, so we'll continue after Cherwell Valley services when we return in the flesh.
Okay then, continuing on the journey on the M40 motorway heading towards the destination, and you probably guessed where we're off to. That's right, we're off to Dorset. Yes, we're off to Dorset, and I just hope you enjoy the journey. Now, we were meant to be going to Dorset this year, but however, due to unforeseen circumstances, as I said at the start of the video, we had to push it back. So it may likely be next year now, all being well, but I'll let you know as soon as possible.
So anyway, here we go. We're on our way now down to Dorset. The next port of call coming up on our junction of the motorway is, of course, the British Motor Museum, which is located here in Gaydon. And so Gaydon is coming up next. And there are lifts within the Gaydon Museum, and of course the escalators which are made by Schindler. There was a lovely Schindler lift, but sadly that had been modernised by a generic lift. And you probably think it was a Paragon. No, it wasn't. But it was actually just a modernised Schindler lift. And of course there's the Otis lift. Alright, these are the escalators at the British Motor Museum in Gaydon, Warwickshire. And these are Schindlers. The escalators don't go so they're going to the ground. To the second floor, they only go between the ground and the first floor. Let's go back down. Schindler. This is just located off the M40. And that's it. This is the non-glass lift at the British Motor Museum in Gaydon, Warwickshire. Let's go to 1. This is an Otis 2000 hydraulic. Capacity 650 kilograms, 8 persons, year built 2007. This one's slow. Here we are, first floor. It's going to be these doors. First floor, go back down to ground. Got my torch on. There's no mirror in this lift. Here we've got ground floor. And that's it. Go 2.
Doors closing.
Alright, this is the lift at the British Motor
Lift
Museum.
going up.
At the British Motor Museum in Gaydon, Warwickshire. And this is a generic lift, capacity 13 persons, 1,000 kilograms. Slow, this lift. Now, second floor's a staff. Oh, yeah. So, second floor's staff only. Oh, this is the conference suite up here.
Second floor.
We got second floor.
Doors opening.
Let's go back down to ground.
Doors closing.
I think this is a
Lift
Paragon.
going down.
I think this is a Paragon lift, but it's got modern standard announcements on it. I think this used to be a Schindler lift. As you know, this is also organised by the Bus Fest. This is a bus event coming on, happening today here in Gaydon.
Ground floor.
We're at ground floor,
Doors
and
opening.
that's it.
As well as filming the lifts and the escalators within the museum, I've also got some bus footage from when I was at the museum back in 2019 and 2022. So the first video is showing you an Abellio London Dennis Dart. Oh, is he going off site?
More mileage.
Extra haulage.
Now the next bus we see is a stagecoach ADL Enviro 200 from the Oxfordshire area.
Yeah.
And this was filmed in 2022.
Why registered the service? This is the service. It's the next one. The time is actually a proper service. Well, I swear that we could hear that, not the one national. They've got to send the national, they have to. I bet you'll send their own national out.
That's where you need out. And when I went to put it back up, I basically snapped the
Life.
foot bit on it.
Life and it.
Like,
They'll send their own national out. We want 811. Oh no, it is.
Looking
You
like
go down to the islands, isn't it?
it's like all crystal we are at the minute. It's all stable.
He's a stagecoach Gloucester driver.
What?
Oh yeah, doing the free island.
by the way, don't go out, yeah? Let's go down to
What?
You're not best. You're fine. That question really what being in a fucking aquarium.
Hi guys, I love fishy.
Your full sleeve. Singing. Right, it's your fault, Rob. Singing.
Singing in the shower. Oh, shed trash.
BB Royal Roll. That was the stick. That's sticking for the day. That BB Royal Roll. I'll get what he after me.
Shut up now.
The next bus we're riding on is a former first bus Optare Solo that was based at Worcester Depot. And if you remembered, first Worcester used to have Optare Solos. However, most of the Optare Solos started to disappear, such as the V-Regis to start, and then finally the last remaining Solos departing in 2022, being replaced by 65 plate Enviro 200s, and of course some of them got replaced by street lights. The next bus is an open topper which was operated by the Green Bus, and as you know, the Green Bus used to operate a handful of school contracts across the West Midlands and of course the borders, and of course they did the 242 service from Stourbridge to Kinver, replacing the 228 that was operated by Diamond. The 242 is now operated by Select currently, and believe it or not, the 242 will be taken over by Diamond Bus in September. So I will let you know more on that closer to that date. And the Green Bus even did the 582 from Kinney to Wolverhampton, and of course they did a handful of other special services.
This van
finally, we are on the Optare Solo YK05 CBY that used to belong to R&B Travel. Now, as you know, R&B Travel stopped operating bus services in 2020, and that was the 291 from Giddy to Tenbury Wells that's now operated by Yarringtons, and the 292 from Kidderminster to Ludlow that's now once again operated by Diamond Bus. And this is a Mercedes engine, and of course here it is thrashing down to the surrounding village areas around Gaydon. Right then, continuing on the journey, and as you know, we split this into different parts. So this is part 1, so it is 86 miles to the capital, 12 miles to Banbury and 35 miles to Oxford. And of course the services, the next one is in 21 miles and 38 minutes. So it's 21 miles to the next services. So we will be stopping at the next services and then we will continue part number 2. So we've split this into 4 parts of the video. And so we split it into 4 parts of the video. So this is going to be very exciting. And so I will continue to deliver the videos. Sorry if I haven't got you any up-to-date videos of the lifts in Dorset, in Poole. That's because I didn't go this year, but hopefully next year, hopefully without a doubt, I should be back there next year, and I might be filming some lifts for you within Poole, especially the modernised Keith Schindler lift at the Beals department store, because if you know, the lift was modernised from a Schindler to a Lift Tech Express with the Leicester Controls announcements. And of course, as well as that, I will be keeping you up to date, and so more and more exciting vlogs will be coming on Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures. Yesterday's video, we went to Malvern in yesterday's vlog, we went to Malvern in Worcestershire. So we went to Malvern, Great Malvern, and we did the 44 route from Worcester. And of course it was my first trip down to Worcester this year, because normally this year I've been normally over Shropshire. So I've been on the 297s, 101s, 9s, and also I've been on the other routes as well. So anyway, this trip down to Dorset, it's going to be, we're going to make it a bit random anyway. We're going to make it a bit random, a bit of a tour of places around Dorset, and also finding you to different Harvester restaurants, because as you know, I like a bit of a Harvester restaurant myself. I'm a massive fan of Harvesters.
I'm a massive fan of the Harvester. I love my Harvester restaurants, and it's a shame couldn't get to Pool this year, but once again, I do apologise on that, and I do apologise that I was meant to be doing the Utoxeter run and the Hereford run this year, but obviously due to other circumstances, it couldn't go ahead as planned. So there's a lot of things that didn't go ahead as planned this year because of other things that was going on. But I'm sure I'll deliver other stuff that I can get to you this year. So here we are. This is Banbury. So the next services is not far now. So here are some, 74 miles to the capital, 17 miles to Bicester, 23 miles to Oxford, and 52 miles in towards Newbury. So we're now going over the River Sherwell. So we're now approaching the Cherwell Valley services. Okay then, we are just going to be making a service stop at the Cherwell Valley services. Now this is a moto service compared to the last one, which was Welcome Break at Warwick. Now this is the first moto that we see on the pool-bound line, and this services here has a bit of history. It's actually a new building because the original building in 2010 caught fire, and the facilities that you'll find here at Cherwell Valley will be the likes of WH Smith's, which you would have seen at Hopwood Park and back at Warwick, and there's also Burger King as well. There's also a Marks and Spencer's Simply Food store, because the last two was Waitrose and Partners, and of course so this is why we just skipped to do the actual part, but we will return to the virtual part when we go between the A34, when we jump onto the A34 and then start back up at Oxford. So here we come to Junction 10, Middleton, Stoney, Northampton, Milton Keynes, and of course Silverstone. Now Silverstone is also home to the iconic racetrack, and so Silverstone is home to the iconic racetrack, which is also where the Formula 1 Grand Prix takes place. So turning left goes to the M1 and Northampton, Brackley, Milton Keynes and Silverstone. So we're just coming off the motorway, so we're just now going to be coming to the services. So I'll just drop the camera for a bit, just drop the camera until we can get into position. Anyway, there's the sign for Northampton, Brackley, Milton Keynes and Silverstone.
400 yards onto the M40 toward London.
And yep, so here we go. We're now going to be in the lane, so I'm just going to be entering the service station. So we'll be coming towards the service station. So there's the sign for the M40 northbound, and we will return to the M40 once we've finished here at the services. So we will return to the M40. So services sign there, and so we're now arriving at the Moto services. So this has got KFC, Greggs, Costa, WH Smith's, Burger King and Pret a Mange, as you'd probably say. I used to call it Pret a Manager, but it's actually Pret a Mange, yeah. So here we are just now arriving at the Cherwell Valley service station, and there's also a Costa coffee here, because Welcome Break is operated with Starbucks, and of course there's a Travelodge hotel next door to the service area, to the services building. So here's the building right there, so that's the new building, and this is actually inspired on T-Bale Weatherby services. It's the same, done by the same architect. So here we are, we're just arrived at the Cherwell Valley Service Centre, and there's the centrepiece of the building, the iconic building, the dome.
Now turn right.
Or the portal. So here we are. We're now at Cherwell Valley. So this is Cherwell Valley.